lack of daily regular movement and lack of consistent sleep are really going to be things that most likely have the largest contributing factor to things like poor energy, poor libido, holding on to body fat more. I promise you those two things are going to really set you straight. On top of that, it's really whatever you like to do. Again, if you feel like going to the gym is going to be a very begrudging task, play around. Maybe it's just, going to a public park that has exercise equipment. Maybe it's getting a jump rope. Maybe it's 1 or 2 pieces of at-home equipment that you really like, that are affordable. Find something, play around with methods, and whatever you enjoy for the most part, not all exercise all the time for most of us is always enjoyable. So whatever you feel kind of this natural tendency to, whatever you like and can keep that up, really stick that out. And then you can fine tune. Once you can show yourself that I like to do this, I can do this, I have been doing it, then there's your opportunity to really fine tune and go, all right, maybe let me find the professional in this modality. Let me get a trainer to help me out in this particular type of workout. Let me go down the rabbit hole of what I can do to, really give me the secret sauce for this form of training. I think that's where people get themselves in trouble. They try to jump in too fast, too soon with what is the secret sauce. They're denying the human experience along the way. They need to enjoy it. They need to keep coming back to it for it to work.
Maybe what if they don't enjoy it at first? What if they need to go through a period of, being uncomfortable and sweating and hurting and all that, and in order to get to the point where their body's used to it and they feel better?
That is a thing. That absolutely is a thing. I mean, and especially with this, we'll say, subject we're talking about, 40 years old, never worked out before, low energy. I think I said, maybe not you, overweight or just non-ideal body composition. Your body's going to hate you for it. It's going to be like, why are you doing this to me? You're going to feel winded. You're going to feel defeated. You're most likely going to have extreme muscle soreness for the first few weeks. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be enjoyable. And this is where it's the mental game first. It's where you have to make that promise to yourself that this is not going to be enjoyable, but what you want on the other side of this unpleasant experience far outweighs whatever you have to endure. And this is just short term. And that's where I would really recommend the most is you have to kind of just go play the mind game first and accept the physical is going to be difficult. And then there's going to come a moment you're going to realize through your workout, wow, I'm not as winded, or wow, I thought I was going to be way more sore for this. And you kind of get that positive feedback pretty quickly.
All right. So what are maybe other common archetypes you get? People that are saying, help me, and they're in a very similar situation to many others.
I think people compare a lot. They will see someone, oh, he is just like me. We're like the same race, same age, similar backgrounds. We're kind of just comparing the outside. He or she looks kind of like me. And they are saying that they look like this because of these things that they have done. They adopted this diet. They found this biohack. They swear by this exercise type or this class or whatever. And yeah, to some degree, with some of the similar or same variables, one could go, yeah, you know what? If you all are alike in a lot of other areas, maybe this type of workout or approach to wellness could give you similar results. But that's where when we don't get the same or similar results, where we get even more defeated and we kind of develop this grudge between other people. And I think develops this really negative outlook on life and social media and even relationships. And it's not really fair. It's not really fair for these people for reasons unbeknownst to them are having this unfair advantage placed on them. They're being compared. They're being judged. They're being misunderstood, really. And it's just because we have not yet aligned ourselves with a reason and a modality that is for us because of us. So comparison is a very, very slippery slope. And there's a quote, I forget who said it, around comparison that I think even supersedes the physical transformation we're after with exercise like this. And that's comparison is the thief of joy. And that really brings me back to, if you can do something that you like to do for you, eventually you will develop a relationship to it that absolutely has a level of joy to it. So without it, you're robbing yourself of joy, but really robbing potential relationships of that joy as well, if you're staying in comparison.